Hey guys, welcome to this week's Hot Bites Fishing Report. Now, kind of an odd week. We've got coronavirus shutdown. We've got all kinds of weird things. I'm 60 years old. I've never seen any of this. But sit back, we're gonna bring you a couple of cool short videos, 5-6 minute videos on two different Canadian adventures that I took last year. We're going to show you an opportunity. Look at how fast we're catching these fish. And after that, we're going to talk just a little bit about how we should act as fishermen during this 3-week shutdown. Stay tuned. Fish. This is the one we were looking for, right in the center of those lilies. I gotta hold on, he's gonna make a massive run. I'm gonna back the drag off a little.
You can come back here if you need to.
No. He's just gonna do whatever he wants to do. I saw him. He was a big one.
Oh yeah, that's a beauty.
See them lilies right there? He came out of the water when I landed in those lilies.
Beautiful.
That's a fat one too. We'll want to hold him up. We might want to cradle him. I don't want to just let him go. For the show, I got to hold this one. I think so, because I'm going to have to hold him up. Charlie's not going to be happy if I don't hold one of these. Well, Tom, you were right. These lilies were just right. I'm bringing them up. Yeah. I'll give you slack.
I may need your help here.
Oh, yeah. Got him pinched. Kesagami Wilderness Lodge, baby. These fish, what was that, Tom? 2 foot of water?
Yep.
You get fish like this in 2 foot of water, you have got to come here. Now we're gonna go ahead and let this fish go right away.
You want a picture?
Yep.
Okay.
One of the things that Kesagami really prides themselves on is handling these fish with care. This is the first one that we've taken out of the water other than the first day. We caught probably what today, Tom? 5-6 fish. They almost never came out of the water. But we thought, end of the day, we better take one out of the water and show you just the sheer healthiness. Look at the side of that fish. These fish are awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And they'll tell you. They might sit here for a little bit and you can move them a little bit to kind of remind them that they're in the water, but I've just got a loose grip on his tail, and when he shoots out of my grip, he's ready to go. There he goes. You know, one of the things I think that sets Kesagami apart is the fact that it is so remote and so rustic, and the fishing is so fantastic, and you're so far away from everything, but you have a wonderful amenitied lodge, full electricity and power, toilets, showers, a wait staff, a chef, a wonderful camp manager, Charlie McDonald, who does a great job of keeping everybody right on their game. a whole staff of guides. Some of them have been here 25 years, coming up for just a 10-week season here, a week before, then 8 weeks of fishing and a week of close-up, just to keep the customers that come year after year to Kesagami happy. And these guys know this water. They know how to react to all the different weather circumstances and keep you, the guest, on fish. Well, the weather's been iffy today, but the fish are biting, Tom, like you said.
Did I say that?
You did.
All
You
right.
said this is the best type of weather.
Well, it's exciting.
Oh, I had no idea. The water was so dark here, churned up, I couldn't tell where. Oh yeah, that's a nice fish.
Oh, is it ever energized?
Oh yeah.
Nice looking fish.
Yeah. This is crazy. This is awesome fishing. There he is right here. Look at that. That's a
Ooh,
nice
that's a
Kesagami.
beauty. That's a beauty.
That's a beauty is right.
Oh,
He's gone.
took off.
Beautiful.
Boy, that had a lot of energy, that fish.
Life at Kesagami wouldn't be the same without Shore Lunch. When they say it's different here, they're right. It is different here. These guides they've got it down pat. From cleaning those fish right there on the side of the shore to building a fire and putting the grate on the fire and the big pan and the oil and the potatoes and the onions and the fresh fish battered right there in front of you, served up salt and peppered, piping hot out of the oil and right to your plate. This is an experience that everybody should have. I've said to my editor before, if I had to pick a last meal, for me, it would be Shore Lunch at Kesagami Wilderness Lodge. There'd be no question about it. It's the best meal I've ever had. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hey Tom, I'll do the guide service. You've been doing it all week with me. Look at that
Good
beautiful
man.
fish.
Oh, it's all flared out.
Yeah, it is.
Defensive pose.
Hey, if you want to have the trip of a lifetime, come see Kesagami Wilderness Lodge. Charlie McDonald and his staff, like Tom, will put you on walleyes like this, that we either eat them, Tom, or we let them go. Monster northerns, awesome walleye fishing, beauty that is lifetime memorable. Come and visit them at Kesagami Wilderness Lodge.
Hey, Jeff Miller at Traxstech here. Just wanted to kind of give you a real quick visual on how these T-boat brackets work in your track systems on boat manufacturers' gunnel walls that they're all offering nowadays. This is a section of a gunnel wall. You can see it's nice and heavy duty and strong in there. This is what the track looks like inside there. We machine these stainless steel T-nuts. They drop down inside, they rotate up, they sit at a 45-degree angle in there, so we're touching top and bottom and get a lot of strength in there. So this thing can't rotate or pivot back and forth, and that T-nut sits in there and draws up and pinches that aluminum into place. So that's how, as we're going through showing you different products that we make or offer to go into conjunction with all these different boat manufacturers' walls, you get to see how strong it actually is and how well it could work for your application. Just wanted to give you a quick tip on that. Thank you.
Gosh. Rain.
That one just sucked it right down.
Oh, he did.
Yep. He didn't even splash. He just pulled it
Oh,
under.
there is a monster with it.
Oh,
There is a monster with it. We're going to show you exactly why Camp Quetico is considered one of the best smallmouth destinations in the world. Careful now, Lorraine.
yeah, he's got it.
Early season, first weekend in June. Here you go, Lorraine.
Yeah, I put mine up by Chase's feet. Another decent bass, right?
Yeah, awesome.
Nothing wrong with this one.
First weekend in June, it's craziness. It's craziness. We've made no more than 5 casts.
It's our first warm weather.
Yeah, and that's what it's about right now, I think. Look at that.
How is he wrapped?
You
There
got
we
it?
go. Yep, I do.
Show that one off, Lorraine. Here we go.
A little smaller than the first one, but still a nice fish.
Beautiful 3-pounder in the sun. Look at the colorations on that. Awesome fish. We're gonna get just like they want that thing bad right now. And not every fish is big, Lorraine, but man,
But they're fun.
they are nice.
Oh, you son of a gun.
That keeps the fishery healthy.
Oh, for sure. If we didn't have those, we'd never get big ones. All right, how did we do this?
Wow, and he engulfed that thing.
Oh, that's a better one.
Oh,
Getting better, John.
went to a completely different. Guys, when you're fishing, I fished a worm, I couldn't get any bites. Seemed like the fish just quit going. What they really wanted is to be triggered. Triggered, and this boy is triggered. Let me show you that fish and exactly what we're doing here with a squadron jig head, just a rage swimmer. You see, I'll straighten it out for you. Huge, huge Quetico smallie. Just beautiful. Look at the belly on that fish. Yeah. Yeah, good fish. Oh yeah, Lorraine. The average size is going up.
Definitely. They're just getting much broader in the
Oh
body.
yeah. Look at the size of these fish. God.
A beauty. Another beauty.
These are awesome fish. Right there, just right in the top of the mouth. Bama craw. It's a 0 Bama craw tied in knots. That, my friends, is a beautiful, beautiful Camp Quetico smallie. You know, the experience of coming to Camp Quetico for me is a whole encompassing thing. It starts with a real calming conversation that you have with Barry Giles and Tam at the show. You know, for guys bumping into Barry, Barry's a straight shooting guy. He's a no BS guy. He's gonna tell it to you exactly the way it is. And that's really important when you're booking a trip with an outfitter. When you get here, you're greeted with a great big hug from Tam. She knows who you are. She remembers who you were. She pays attention to all the little things in the dining room that make a difference. Whether you like coffee, whether you want tea, whether you want oatmeal in the morning with berries, she's willing to make the whole thing an inviting circumstance. Barry and the staff of guides, on the other hand, is all over making sure that you're on the fish as much as the weather will allow. And the weather's typically pretty good up here. Another thing Barry's done this last year, invested in a whole new fleet of camp boats. Brand new boats, brand new engines, makes for an awesome, awesome experience along with knowledgeable local guides. And you can go either way. You can have a guided experience or you can just take a boat and go by yourself. No matter which way you go, Barry will give you the right information to put you on the fish.
Just hanging right there. There he goes. Perfection. The net's up by your feet from the last one.
Sorry about that.
That's
Lorraine.
okay, I forgot.
Yeah,
about
you're
there.
right. He's spitting them up.
Spitting up crawdads?
Yeah,
Says that's my breakfast. Oh, that's a nice one.
that's a nice fish.
That's one for you, John. Oh, yes.
Wow.
There, that's
Wow.
better. Gotta back up.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Camp Quetico, baby. Hey, are you in the market for a small outdoor shed, carport, or small storage building? Visit my friends up at Midwest Steel Carports. They'll travel anywhere in the Lower Peninsula to install your shed or carport for you. Visit them online at MidwestSteelCarports.com. So, you know, how to act during coronavirus shutdown. You know, I almost said violent shutdown. It's kind of the way it is. But, you know, one of the things I just wanted to talk about right away is to not discourage people from doing what you feel is okay, but to use common sense. You know, as we've seen from the initial postings from the websites of the DNR, fishing's going to remain open. It is an outdoor activity. It is something you can do and not be in someone's face. So in that sense, it is something that you can do and not necessarily hurt other people. What I'm going to encourage you to do here at Fisherman's Digest, and the stance we're taking on it is, we're going to encourage you to go out with family. We're going to encourage you to, if you're quarantining with your own family, there's no risk to taking your son or your daughter or your whole family unit out in the boat, enjoying some quality family time with them. We're just going to throw a couple of things in with regard to that. You're going to likely stay close to home. Maybe you're bluegill fishing or early season perch fishing. We're going to ask you guys to not travel halfway across the state to go fishing, touching 20 different gas pumps and having to stop at all these places where you could, if you were infected, spread the virus around. We're not trying to go overboard here, and we're not going to judge people if that's what they do. But we're going to say use this time as a great opportunity to grab your kids and your wife, get in the boat, and do something family orientated. Don't be judgmental. Let's keep this positive. Let's enjoy Michigan's great outdoors, and let's be responsible and conscientious all at the same time. Hey, from John Bergsman and the crew here at Fisherman's Digest, we'll talk to you next week where we're going to be bringing you what you can do in this last couple of weeks of shutdown to go through your tackle, what type of rigs you could be retying, getting ready for that great opening season that's just around the corner here at the end of April. Stay tuned and we'll see you next week.